let me answer some questions you might have about this place. Does anyone live in Antarctica? No, there are no people living there. No indigenous population, no permanent citizens. Just seasonal researchers, somewhere between 1,000 and 5,000 people depending on the time of year. Plus all the wildlife. IAATO rules require people who are there to stay at least 5 meters away from any animal to not disturb them. Who owns Antarctica? Nobody. It's governed neutrally under the Antarctic Treaty System, genuinely one of the more remarkable examples of international cooperation on the planet, keeping an entire continent demilitarized and dedicated purely to peace and science. Do you need a visa to visit Antarctica? Not for the continent itself, but you'll need permits through your home country or tour operator and a visa for whichever country you depart from, typically Argentina or Chile. What time is it in Antarctica? That's a trick question. There isn't one time. Research stations just use GMT, their home country's time, or time of their nearest supply hub. Since the South Pole sits on every line of longitude, Antarctica technically touches every time zone at once. How cold does it get in Antarctica? The coldest temperature ever recorded on the ground was minus 89.2 degrees Celsius on July 21st, 1983 at Vostok Station. It's colder inland than on the coasts. Winter inland can hit minus 40 to minus 70 degrees Celsius, while the coast stays around minus 15 to minus 35. In summer, inland sits around minus 25, and the coast can actually reach zero. The peninsula, where we were, is the warmest region and can reach 15 degrees Celsius in summer. When I was there, it hovered right around 0 degrees Celsius. How do you get to Antarctica? By ship from South America, that's the closest continent, with Ushuaia as the main departure hub, just like I used. If you want to skip sailing the Drake Passage entirely, there's a pricier option. You can fly by specialized aircraft to King George Island and board an expedition ship from there. When can you visit Antarctica? Only during the southern hemisphere's summer, October through March. That's when the sea ice breaks up enough for ships to approach. There's daylight and wildlife arrives to breed, feed and raise their young. In winter, sea ice locks the coastline. Darkness can last for extended stretches, and blizzards bring winds and temperatures deep into the minus, and evacuation becomes impossible, so travel simply isn't an option. What is the cost to visit Antarctica? Anywhere from around 6,000 to 30,000 euros, depending on trip length, ship quality and how much luxury you want. And that's before factoring in getting yourself to Ushuaia in the first place. Which is why I'm happy I took the peace boat route instead. It can end up cheaper than a dedicated Antarctica cruise, while also taking you to dozens of other amazing places around the world in the same trip.